Okay, it looks like we do have brand new selection of heroes. A lot more intelligence heroes I see there. Some pretty tanky strength heroes as well. Dawnbreaker, Spirit Breaker, DK also showing up. It's one of the DK ultimates. It looks like so far we've got 30 seconds now to decide whether this mulligan's going to go through. Or whether the last mulligan of the game by TRC is going to be used. Balls in TRC's court. I believe it looks like we are going to load in. Alright. Looks like Enigma's going to pick up the Dark Willow ability straight away. It's going to be the Shadow Realm. That's going to be a very heavily right-clicking ability. So it's good to deny that really early on. Dawnbreaker going to take the Shadow Dance out of the picture straight away as well. So looks like the brand of things is typically to pick up the really good ultimates early on. Silence also picked up now by Hoodwink. That is an incredibly good ultimate. Silencer of course going to pick up his passive. That is just an unbeatably great combination because his passive, I believe, stick to his hero model and not to the ability, unless I'm mistaken. Queen of Pain going to pick up her blink ability. And Dazzle's going to take the Dragon Knight's dragon form. Okay. Just going to watch the draft unfold. We're just going to watch out for any very obvious combinations that come out. So just going to have a look. Obviously, the Spirit Breaker's Bash, very important to pick up if you are intending to go for charge. So very curious to see if any teams are going to be picking that up. Alright, Naga-san picking up the charge without the bash, so this will stun on target, but not stun through targets, and it is going to pick up the bash straight away. As a last pick, this is probably the most excellent use of the last pick for sure. So very good, very well done by that, making good adjustment of the picking phase. Okay. So it looks like both Bedlam and Terrorize go to Spirit Breaker there. Spirit Breaker looking to try and play a little bit like Dark Willow. Dazzle looks like Dazzle might be going for a very similar build. I wonder if there's a passive here that he would like to pick up to combine with the Acorn Shot. And it looks like Silencer is going for the Dazzle ultimate. Now that's an incredibly good ultimate to pick up for spellcasters, especially for intel heroes. It is just such a strong use to reduce the cooldown for aggressive abilities. Looks like Enigma's going to pick up a Queen of Pain ulti there as well. Okay, and a stun. So some nice chunky damage from Enigma there, and a way to escape. So Dawnbreaker's just going for the casual Q and W from the normal Dawnbreaker series. So there you are. Hoodwink going for the Silencer's Q. That would work out, I believe, when you get the Aghanims. You do need... Oh, it's Arcane Curse. It's not the Q. Alright. Probably just a bit of a harass damage. Then perhaps. Silencer taking Spirit Breaker's charge is fairly interesting. Wonder what the cooldown is going to be for that after Bad Juju. That's going to be a very, very fast Silencer. Okay, so Dazzle Mirror Image in Dragon form is going to be quite a big pain, I think. Yeah, that's going to be quite a big pain. I can't wait to see it. I really do hope he gets the Aghanim Scepter. That will be hilarious to see. 4, was it, or even 5 humongous dragons. Just gotta love it. Naga-san going for a lot of utility again with his draft. So Fish picking up the Hex and the Dawnbreaker Ultimate to get into fights quickly. Not sure. The Shadow Shaman's draft is not obvious to me what it is combining to. It looks like a lot of utility picks. so I'm not entirely certain. Shadowfiend has a lot of catch, so very similar to the utility he brought to the last game. Picking up that support role. Looks like Dazzle's going to pick up Dragon Knight's passive as well. So he's going to be quite tanky this game. Alright, Song of the Siren chosen over the other two options. Probably better than the Spirit Breaker's Nether Strike, but not sure about the wards. It is going to be a really useful way to disengage from the fight, though, especially. Looks like Dawnbreaker just going to pick up her passive. So pretty much the Dawnbreaker special with a little bit of a Slark flavor tossed in there. And Enigma going just for a nice, safe nuke with the Shadow Shaman's Q. Alright. And the final draft is in time. So now they're just discussing strategy. Probably likely to see the Queen of Pain still go to the mid lane. I'll be quite surprised unless that would be... I'm not sure who else would be going there. CAD did play carry the last game, so it could be King going to the mid lane. I'm not sure if they do keep that consistent or if that's something they do shuffle around. I guess we will find out in just a moment. Just regarding any stream delay questions, so the stream delay needs to be at 4 minutes for all streams, whether or not it is within the
prepare for battle.
Sorry, excuse me. Whether or not it's within the Dota TV or watching it on a delay, it needs to be at a 4 minutes stream delay. So that's why it is such a long break. There we go. So hopefully I answered your questions there, guys. Alright, it looks like again Fish is going for the aggressive wards, same build as before. So definitely this looks like a strategy he's employing. Get the boots early, get a little bit of regen, get him ward in, and put an aggressive ward there to give the vision to the right to the Dire team. Looks like they are going to watch this rotation come round. That is going to be in their vision now.
30 seconds.
Two heroes going to the bot lane. So it looks like Cat is going to be playing somewhat of a carry role there at the bottom. Rage Against being his support, so that's the standard. And it looks like King is going to go back to the mid lane. Looks like they're going to try and push a little bit aggressively here. Fish on the high ground, looking for vision. And they don't find any. Big Tauntaun does getting these lovely picks. I'm very interested to see how he's going to do with these this combo here.
The battle begins.
Now they should see this. It is within their vision, and I'm wondering if they're going to pick it up. So Maximus is going to try and get the kill. Looks like there was a stun on Rage Against earlier. Not sure they're going to be able to get through to him though. There is the Q. Fish does have a charge to use again if he does want, and that's coming up in 7 seconds or so.
Who said you could stroll in my
Not quite the damage they get him down there. That Tango is going to just keep him alive, but he is very, very low in that bot lane, so quite a nice early aggression there. Looks like Cad is going to be playing the carry. Meanwhile, on the top lane, looks like Shadowfiend and Blob are going to just be cruising around here. Vascolas and Lens again going to be on the off lane. Shadowfiend taking a little bit of harassment damage, but shouldn't be too bad here. And once more, our mid matchup. Now, does look like Big Tauntaun's going to be taking them a little bit of the aggressive stance here. He has gone from 1 point in Glaives of Wisdom straight away, so he's probably intending to hit King as much as insanely possible. Steal a bit of that intelligence. Just get the last hits up there for you, and there you are. Okay. To be honest, I'm not sure which lane I'm expecting the most aggression to come out of. There's not as many disables in this game as there was last. The bot lane definitely looks like no jungle favor because they just have the more dangerous stuns with the charge. And as I say that, Maximus is taking quite a lot of damage, and it looks like Fish now also be taking a lot of harass. Wow, that right click by Cat is actually quite incredible because he has Essence Shift. Not sure that's going to be fun to play against, to be fair, even as a strength hero. Ranged as well, to be honest. Oof. I don't know how Bob did it, but he got Dazzle again. It's pretty incredible. I can't wait to see that. I can't wait to see this combo play out. I really do want him to get the biggest dragon possible, and then just get Manta, get Mirror Edge, and have 6 dragons push the tower. That would be the best. So Queen of Pain, Scream, and Black Hole aren't on the same team, so we won't have this combination to come out there. We will have a Sharpshooter again on King. It looks like he does favor that. And it looks like I just missed Queen of Pain fall there. It looks like there was a charge and a Hex and a stun. It looks like a lot of... Oops, excuse me there. Looks like a little bit of aggression then coming out in that bot lane. As I said, the disables is in their favor. So I think that's probably going to be something... something Cad's going to be thinking in the back of his head now. To be a little bit more wary about. I know, of course, the Naga Siren can be ganking from any part of the map now with the charge. Okay. Well, it looks like King is leading the last hits this time around. He's doing quite respectably for himself. He's going to take that small camp. Rage Against taking a little bit of damage, still a little bit low, doesn't really have any regen. I wonder if that's coming out in the courier now. No, it looks like that's going to be a no talisman for Cad. Alright, we're going to have a nice deny of some of this EXP while no jungle's just going to be taking this farm out of the tower. Oh, look at them, that's the group of Dazzles. A little bit of damage coming out from Lensk. Oh, good jukes, but didn't manage to drop the last one. This does manage to take a lot of the lot damage coming out on Lensk. I'm wondering who's going to take it out to get out all right. He does pop his Fairy Fire, and the salve is going to be healing him right back up to full. It's a lot of harassment then, and it looks like Maximus is going to take another kill down on the Hoodwink. However, Cat is getting quite aggressive on this. I wonder if it's going to take more damage on Fish. That level 2 poison touch dealing quite a nice chunk of damage on him. He looks like he's going to walk home instead of getting some regen out. That's alright. Okay. Some nice damage there by Maximus, but it's taking a lot. It's probably going to try and get away. Not sure. Cad's going to pressure him with this. So Rage Against is going to try and catch him. That slow does do a little bit of the work, and that's going to be the kill. Cad securing it for himself there. Okay. Well, King just doing his best to stack some camps for himself. He looks like he does have a level 3 in his Scream of Pain, probably to take that later on. Tonton though now has got the level lead. And that took barely any damage thanks to the infused raindrops he's got and the speed. Okay, that's going to be helping a lot with the status resistance there. Looks like, again, they're going to try and deny a wave here. More of this occurring in this game than the last, definitely. Both teams trying to pull out all the stops. Looks like Rage Against going to get a little gone on here. Fish is looking to get a little bit of a harassment going. Hex does come out. He still has a charge coming off in 2 seconds, but there is a shackle coming out on Rage Against as well if he so needs to. He is really far behind enemy lines. I'm thinking this is going to be a nice, easy pickup by Tauntaun here. And there is some free intelligence stolen. Looks like there's some aggression coming out here for the 4 Dazzles. So the Meepo Enthusiast is doing his best. It looks like he's just going to cancel the TP just to be a little bit of a harassment there, just to be annoying. It looks like Cat's going to get another, looks like a solo kill on the bot lane. And he's being charged by Naga Siren. Man, she runs fast. Here she comes. Just going to use it as a way to get to the lane quicker. Looks like King is stealing a stack of camps here. Looks like Fish is going to try and prevent him from doing that. But there is a DD on him. Ward does go down. He doesn't have charge in a couple seconds there. The Hex does come out first. So a little bit of right click, but looks like Silence is trying to get there. Big Tom that doesn't have quite the range. Looks like we did miss Bob getting another kill on the top, a kill on the top lane there. Looks like this is going to be the second one, and then both offlaners go down on the from TRC on the top lane there.
Yes, bounty.
Alright, looks like some aggression now coming out from the mid lane. Fish is going to dive in here. Here comes the stun and the pop-up, and that's going to be the dead kill. The dead Spirit Breaker. Alright, Sharpshooter does come out to try and try and push them away, but a little bit too late for that. Maximus is just going to walk away with a little bit of regen left. Big Tauntaun looking pretty healthy with his now 4 stolen intelligence. And he's going to de-wall that range.
Radiant's
That,
middle tower is under attack.
easily spotted. Why am I? Excuse me. It's a little less aggression than the last game. About this time last game we did have a lot more kills on the table. I think both teams have tried settled into this series now. They're playing a little bit. That's a great use of the Mantis, not Mantis, excuse me. Great use of the mirror image to dodge the stun. Oh, looks like I can hear a sharpshooter shot coming out by Old King there. He's going to try and kill out. Oh, it looks like almost does take out the Dragon Knight. I was going to say Dragon Knight. It's Dazzle. Oh, look at that range that he has now. Wand being used to try and purge him. It looks like Jensk and Blop are going to get out of this game. Get out of that gank without pretty much anything. In fact, they're going to get away with the kill on the Enigma. A little bit more aggression coming out in the mid lane. Fish charging in. Cad coming in for a little bit of harassment. That's going to get hexed up. I'm not sure Fish is going to get away from it, but looks like Cad's going to be chasing the Silencer. Big Tauntaun just still running away, but does turn around. And it looks like Fish did TP out.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Alright, Fish coming in again for the harassment. I'm wondering if this is going to turn into... So Tauntaun's really low. Not sure if he wants to be there for this fight. He's just going to go for it. He's going to try and take as much damage as he can. The net's not going to do too much. It's going to prevent a little bit of damage, but the Fish does clean it up in the end. Alright, 4 members of the no jungle team just going to be running around the mid lane. King, meanwhile, is top. It looks like Bob's just going to take a little bit of harassment from Vasculus.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He's getting charged by the Naga, but I think they're just going to back off a little bit. They don't see the Naga coming in just yet, and Fish is going to stop the charge there. And it looks like King is going to return to this mid lane. So Bob's opting for a slightly different build here. He's going for Witchblade. Going to give him a little bit of the pure damage and a little bit of the avoiding the mischance with his right click here. Wondering if that does stack with his dragon. And it looks like they're going to go actually on a kill here. There is a stun. Oh, and it looks like... Okay, Black Hole has been committed. Tried to avoid the last bit of damage without going into Shadow Realm and TPing out, but Lensk was not going to be accepting that. Not with Black Hole off cooldown and the hero right in front of him. So yeah. The kill been secured, and there are 4 dragons on the screen now. 4 teeny weeny ones, but we're going to get more in the... My goodness, that range. Alright, and it is working. It is taking a closer breath.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
So that is going to be quite a difficult combo to deal with in a late game. If we actually even get there. Looks like Fish is going to go for an aggression on the mid as well. Cancels the charge. Looks like Cad's going to TP in. It's going to get the slow on. It's going to get some right clicks going. Fish is going to try his best to dodge this ultimate. It looks like he does dodge it actually, in fact. But they do clean him up anyway regardless. And that's a kill going in the favor of TRC. Now they've just dewarded, I believe. Oh, in fact, I don't think they noticed. But they did smoke under a ward, so it looks like Bop's going to try and get himself into safety. Going to play a little bit cautious.
Radiant's bottom
Jenski's in the
tower is
area.
under attack.
Bop's going to try to do his best to get his Jenski, keep his Jenski alive. Jenski's going to actually, in fact, get a kill on King. Meanwhile, Chad is going to go all the way in. He's got no mana now. Bedlam has been committed. Well, it looks like this skank is going to go absolutely the wrong way around for
Radiant's bottom tower is under
TRC. Excuse me.
All reporting to kills.
And 3 kills going to the favor of no jungle after that rotation. It's crucial that Ward spotted their rotation. They knew exactly when they were coming. They made the choice. They stuck around. Committed a lot of big ultimates, in fact, as well. Bedlam and Queen of Pain's ultimate committed there. But not securing the kill as they'd hoped. Well, it looks like they're trying to get a kill here on Maximus. There is a double damage on King. It looks like he's trying to juke, and I think they did spot him. Some help's coming in now. Rage Against taking a little bit of damage, but it is going to get stunned. It looks like he's going to fall, in fact. Goodness, and it's another gank that's turned around. A lot of damage coming out from King now for that kill, and it looks like the Scream of Payment is going to deal a lot of damage and kill off the Dragon Knight. Looks like Cal going to try and take out the Dawnbreaker, and she will fall. Maximus unable to get out of there.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
In the meantime, looks like Bob's just going to do his job as the Dragon Knight aficionado enthusiast. With his illusions, take out the mid tower. Meanwhile, it looks like the glyph's going to come down on the top tower here.
Dire's structures
Bottom tower, excuse me. Bottom tower for the Dire. And TRC will just back in. Alright. Looks like ultimates are coming off cooldown very shortly. Hoodwink still hasn't leveled Global Silence just yet, opting for a 2-2-2 build. It's rather unique. See how that plays out. I'm certain he's going to be picking up just the next level, though. Pretty much the counter for Black Hole. Okay, it looks like Witchblade has been picked up and completed by Queen of Pain. So Cad going to be using that to get harassment. Looks like they have smoked. So now not under a ward anymore here. It looks like this gank may not be aware, they may not be aware of this gank coming. In fact, they're going to try and kill Cad before he can get away. He does blink out to safety. The rest of the team are coming in now. Here's Black Hole committed by Lensk. It looks like the Bedlam ultimate is going to be thrown out to force him away. Dawnbreaker ultimate is going to be used. Fish is going to be in the fight now. The charge is ready. Pounced away by Shadow Fiend. Looks like the Song of the Siren is going to be committed. It's not going to do any damage. It's actually still going to hit onto Maximus. And Cad taking a lot of damage from Bop now. Bop is with a humongous range. Look at that damage. He's going to get trapped. There's the 4 dragons. The stun is going to land on all the heroes here on the Dire team. But Tauntaun's got away. It looks like they're still trying to chase Rage Against, running out the top lane here. Meanwhile, it looks like Bop's going to try and find Fiend, but doesn't manage to. And Vasculis as well, dropping in the fountain, in fact. He didn't manage to get away. He must have TP'd out and didn't get there. Nice smoke coming out now from the no jungle. Bob's just going to break it to try and do some more damage to the lane. Now, I'm curious if this dragon form, when this dragon form ends, do the illusions also change back? We're about to find out here. They don't. So that's incredible. That's actually incredible. You get the full duration of those illusions for a dragon. Alright, Lenska's sitting on the corner here. Just keeping an eye out for Bob just in case the enemy starts to peek up that hill. Looks like the Dire possibly looking around to get tier 2s. There is a nice aggressive ward there. Another one in the jungle as well, just making sure that they have nice clear vision of the area they want to take control of. So DD Rune top, Big Tonto eyeballing that straight away. And he's going to TP up top there to take the rest of that farm. Now Fish, looks like he's going for the Shadow Blade. So basically playing Spirit Breaker, but looking much more like a fish. As per his name, I guess. Alright, TRC. Looks like they're just milling about here in their triangle. King still wanting to get his Aghanim Scepter first. He's probably looking to pick up his Hunter's Boomerang and the Last Word AoE. The Skull is also trying to get his Aghanim Scepter as well. Oh, Big Tauntaun looking interested in getting a heart actually as his first core item after his Midas. I guess that will make him a really big powerhouse. It looks like a salve's going to come up from his friend as well. Meanwhile, Maximus is pretty much almost there for a Hex. That's a rather interesting choice. But it's a really useful item for sure. And an expensive one. Looks like they're going to be getting aggressive here actually in the top jungle. Last word's going to go down on Fish. But he is going to get away. It looks like another salve going on Tauntaun. But it looks like that's going to be the end of that play. Now King does have his Aghanim, so it looks like that's what they were looking at. That's what they were looking to make a play with. Timing there. Looks like Fish going to do his Fish thing. Running down to the bot lane. Just going to push out that lane here by himself. There is a smoke on Lensk. I wonder if they are looking to use this black hole. It is off cooldown now. And looks like Vasculas, and it looks like King Rage Against, has picked up the silence on his ultimate now as well. So there is the counterplay. Both teams pretty much playing on the bottom half of the map. Lots of illusions out for the Naga though. Sorry, the Dazzle. It's a Naga skill, but the Dazzle illusions, not the Dazzle skill, the Naga illusions. I'll get there. Don't worry. Just bear with. Plenty of vision. I think he must have got an illusion rune somewhere as well. That must have been that. Looks like some aggression coming out actually from the mid lane. Big Tauntaun getting gone against. But Lens throwing out the ultimate. Fish actually holding out the ultimate. So there is going to be a stun, and it looks like Queen of Pain is going to fall. Cad does take the dive there. Lensk has taken a lot of damage though, but he still is pretty healthy. Has got 20 stick charges and a salve now given over to him. Fish is going to TP probably home and probably use his charge to get back in. And the second version of the Dragon form, and with the Aghanims now being used. So there's going to be some very big dragons there. Queen of Pain ulti's been used and committed. Shadow Dance being used to try and get out there by Maximus. Looks like the aggression is going to be stopping there just outside the range. Meanwhile, Blob's just going to be doing his job and taking out that tower. Yep. Fish is coming in. The Manta has been, the Mirror Illusions has been thrown again. So net and a stun coming out from... Oh my goodness, Chad! Your damage! Big Tauntaun just running up with his haste and throwing out all the damage he can. It looks like it did end up dying. So I'm not sure what to. It looks like possibly some of the damage from that Witchblade that Sansa threw out. And 18 now intelligence stolen from him. That's the first tier 2 of the game, going to the side of no jungle. Looks like there's going to be a DD respawn in the bottom lane as well. They are playing to try and keep their lane in control. They've got some nice items coming out now, tier 2. For the side of no jungle. They are going to. It looks like they are preparing for this bottom lane push. And that Hex is rather fast for a support, right? For a core, excuse me. My goodness. Even for an offlaner, that's a very, very quick Scythe of Ice. And I wonder, is that Vinge? Yeah, so with the Dragon form, able to pretty much kill the tower out of tower range. So there goes the second tier 2. So what do TRC need to get this game on their plan? Looks like BKBs is coming out for Cad. The Scholar still working towards his Aghanim Scepter. He's about 1.2k away from that. Looks like Spirit Breaker as well. Purely just for the utility. Looks like they're not really able to commit even to Maximus on the mid lane there. His teammates behind him. Looks like they are going to smoke now. Going to go through looking to take the Roshan. So DD is picked up and Elder Dragon form has been used. I'm wondering if this is not the real... It looks like still the blue dragon form and not the black dragon. I'm not sure if that's a visual bug or if it's just the way that Dazzle plays the dragon. I don't know. We'll see. I'm wondering if Big Todd is going to pick this up himself. Is he just waiting? Yep. No, he just
Immortality.
a little bit of just catch his breath. It's a big fight. Well, Maximus going to be now pushing up the top wave there. Kadira's just going to be throwing out his poison touch just to try and push that out a little bit at a time. It looks like most of TRC are going to be looking around their jungle in the bot lane. Obviously, no jungle has shown that they are lurking around the top lane there, so they don't feel that just trying to get as much gold and secure as much farm as they can before the tier 3s are threatened. Yep. Alright, no jungle. Just deciding we're going to take all the tier 3s now out of the game. Looks like, oh my goodness, that ancient creep didn't stand a chance.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Oh, it looks like actually they did manage to spot out the Naga in the mid lane, so the fish did take a dive
Radiant's
there.
top tower is under
Now
attack.
they're going to be pressuring the tier 4s. It looks like a lot of damage already coming out by the Dragon Form illusions. Once again, it's coming out there. Looks like Kadira is going to be pushing the advantage here. He's going to try and finish Maximus, but he's taking a lot of damage from Tauntaun and the illusions. Looks like King is going to fall once more. Actually, no, that's not King. That was a bit rage against. Excuse me for that. So King's going to get stunned, but looks like the Terrorize coming out just a little bit too late to save him because Rage Against is going to King is going to buy back. Looks like a lot of damage coming out. There's the black hole, and that is the Radiant team. My goodness, that is the Radiant team wiped. Looks like this Rax is going to fall.
Radiant's top barracks are under
Unless Rage Against can come up with a sufficient plan to do something. Oh, that Hex is going to make it really hard for him to get away. I'm not sure he's going to be able to do that. In fact, it was the pigfall for him to try and get away.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Bulldog.
Radiant's middle
Bulldoze.
tower is under attack.
That's what it was. You're not turning to a pig won't get you away when there's a bulldoze chasing after you. A bulldoze silencer. Oh, Bop's going to try and push this again. There's a Hex and there's the stun. The net to try and prevent the damage there, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough. Bedlam does try and come out to try and persuade them to move back, but it looks like it's not going to be enough. He does get pushed through the... Oh my goodness! Rage Against! Oh, it looks like Bob's going to have a nice game for himself there with the Aghanims and the Dragon Form. Not to mention Mirror Image, giving him all the illusions you'd ever need for... Oh, it looks like they're trying to get another kill on the bottom lane here. It looks like Shadowblade is finished on Fish. Looks like Tauntaun's trying his best to try and keep himself alive, but it looks like very, very healthy there. The heart has been finished.
Radiant's middle
And he's got lots of status resistance from the bulldoze, and that's just melting through. Cad is just completely destroyed by Bob's right-click damage. Looks like he's going at it again. The splash damage is starting to do its work. And there's a double kill for Big Tauntaun there. And this game looks pretty much written, and yep, Rage Against does call it. So GG's called, and no jungle do take this series 2-0. And there we are. So just bringing you guys back to the brackets. So this was the playoffs between the two teams that did win their games last week. So No Jungle versus TRC. Looks like No Jungle will take the 2-point lead in this best of 2 series. So once again, just want to thank everyone for tuning in. Really appreciate you guys showing up. This has been King of the Pool Ability Draft Tournament. The Swiss rounds, week 2.